crucial homecoming week for UNCP soccer. The Braves had a Peach Belt clash to kick things off on Monday, hosting USC Aiken. The Braves saw a hat trick from senior Stacy Scott, fresh off scoring 2 goals the previous Saturday.
Stevenson, header goes back to Rolfs. Low line cross, it goes off the leg of Stacy Scott, and the Braves strike first. And well done on the cross, dangerous ball, a shot, and a save by Gina Ryan. Maniela's shot, saved by Ryan. A couple players that thought they were going to be able to rely on. Here's Stacy Scott with Kwiatkowski. That's a goal for Scott. Her second of the match. So the goal was by Stacy Scott. That is now a hat trick for her, and a decent shot. Oh, it's a goal! What a shot by Bree Mason. 4-0 all of a sudden. 4-0. Oh, what a shot! Robson on the money. Missed an opportunity in front of the net just a few minutes ago. This time she strikes it over the keeper for goal number 5.
Braves were back at it on Wednesday with their 3rd consecutive victory, including 2 goals from Bree Mason and a dramatic clutch save from junior all-conference goalkeeper Gina Ryan.
A beautiful Wednesday night. Pembroke looking to build off of a win earlier in the week. Lays it off to Barr into the box, finds an open player, shot, save, beautifully done by Gina Ryan. With the right hand, taps it over the bar to keep this one scoreless. Oh, nicely done. Ball high into the air. Coming through for it as Stacy Scott gets to it off the hands of the keeper and in! Deflected home. Stacy Scott will see who they give the goal to. But it was Stacy Scott shot through the keeper Hennenkamp's hands.
Through into the goal, but
Ryan plays it into the box. Pittman tries to win the header. It falls cleanly for the Braves in front of the net and tapped home. A second goal in nearly as many minutes for the Braves. Off of a broken free kick out in front of the goal mouth. UNCP able to finish and clean it up to take a 2-0 lead. Here on the near side, heads towards the corner. Floats it into the box. Maya Grimes all alone, nets it. 3-0 Braves, and that'll be icing on the cake.
It only gets tougher ahead for UNCP soccer. Today at 3:30 p.m., the Braves are on the road at Georgia College. Bobcats currently sit at 7th in the region in the rankings. For UNCP, they'll be back in action on Tuesday. Another tough match back at home against a top 25 foe hosting North Georgia at Lumbee River EMC Stadium. On Tuesday, UNCP volleyball picked up a straight set victory over Converse. Braves were led by 15 kills from freshman Shannon Scribb.
Make that 5-4. Brianna Warren gets her name onto the score sheet with a nice kill. Black jersey. Serve goes straight to Hines, set up for Scribb right off the chest of a Converse player and down to the floor. Taps it across. Converse will play it back. Raven Oates onto Bailey Jones. And Scribb can't finish the kill. 2 Converse players collide. They'll have to free ball it back. Oates to Jones to Caesar for the finish. Elliott on the near side of the corridor serve. Scribb able to finish it. And off the top of the block. 22-17. Tap over, Bailey Jones gets to it, Raven Oates for Shannon Scribb, a powerful finish. Trying to reset another way, and Ashley Caesar is the one to end it with her 4th kill of the set. Finishes it off, and the Braves take set number 1, 25-18. Please serve. See what the Braves can set up to. Akia Jones gets the line. Nice dig by Hines, set up for Bray Warren, smashes it home. Scrid will free ball it over. Pearson again for Converse, nice one-handed dig there for Anna Hines. Scrid trying to finish it, can't. Pearson one more time for Converse. Raven Oates able to keep it alive for Scrid once more, the finish. Shannon Scrid, another kill. Double digits in the match. Dug out for Converse for Pearson. Off the top of the block, Caesar dives to get to it. Set up for Akia Jones, the finish. There's the set. Make it 2-0 for UNCP to begin this match. And we'll head to the third off the kill. Converse by 3. Set up for Warren at the net, taps it over. Pearson dives to get to it. It'll be free ball to cross. Opportunity for the Braves for a kill. Scrid, nice dig, can't finish. One more time, Bree Warren off the block. Converse will keep it alive. They push it back across. O'Quinn sets first. Scrid, the finish. Converse free balls it over. Oates to O'Quinn, the finish for Warren. 5-0 run for the Braves, now by 2. Chance for Caesar, the kill. There's the match. Ashley Caesar, her 12th kill of the match, ends it. And the Braves take it in straight sets to pick up win number 8 this season.
Our offense was really clicking tonight. We had both of our middles did really well and just stepped up and made some plays for us, and had some production from Shannon, and Akia really stepped up as well. So we had a lot of options going, which I think was huge for us.
I'm not sure how many matches in a row it is now. I know it's at least 3, but you mentioned Shannon. She's had at least 10 kills in the past 3 matches. Has it been kind of a concerted effort to get her going more in the offense, or is it just a natural thing?
I think we've been using her a lot. It hasn't been intentional, but she's been getting a lot of kills, and hopefully we'll just continue to be more and more consistent on the outside.
Well, it's a pretty hectic week with this match sandwiched in between 2 matches against Lander. What do you think you guys learned from Monday's match against them going into Friday's match?
Lander's a tough team, and we got to play a little bit better next go-around when we see them on Friday. Our block has got to be better, and our defense has got to be there. So something we'll definitely work on with these upcoming practices. It's always nice during homecoming week having a nice crowd like that. How do you think that helps the players? Just kind of nice little noise effect. Oh yeah, it's awesome. It makes a huge difference when we have fans there versus an empty gym, and just really appreciate everybody coming out tonight.
Going forward for you guys, this is a nice win to have in terms of what kind of momentum does it bring to Friday's match then?
It brings a lot of momentum because now we have a good feeling in our stomach and good vibes going into practice, and momentum is everything in the sport of volleyball, so we hope to just continue that through the weekend.
The Braves will be back on the court today. They're at home hosting USC Aiken. UNCP football is on a 3-game losing streak. This past weekend, the Braves made a 9-hour trek to Ohio, where they lost 44-38 at Central State. The Braves fell down 14-3 and 21-10 early before taking a 38-37 lead into the fourth that it would ultimately relinquish. Tonight, the Braves move on. It's homecoming for UNCP, hosting Concord at Grace P. Johnson Stadium at 4 p.m. The Braves have won 3 consecutive homecoming games going back to 2015. Concord enters tonight's clash at 1-6 on the year. UNCP sits at 1-4. The Braves swimming and diving team takes to the pool once again today. UNCP, led by first-year interim head coach Oscar Riverato, will hit the pool at Greensboro, swimming in the Reynolds Center. Pembroke's looking to build on a strong performance last weekend in Spartanburg, South Carolina. There, freshman Bianca Bateman broke the school record in the 100-yard individual medley. 4 of her teammates also tallied top 10 finishes. The Braves swim today at 1 p.m. in Greensboro. UNCP Golf is back on the links early next week on Monday and Tuesday with a long trip to St. Augustine, Florida to compete in the Flagler Fall Slam.
On Friday evening, the newest members of the UNCP Hall of Fame were inducted. Curry Pickard, Lisa Mason, Dwayne Watson, Jerry Stansel, and Justin Hinson comprised the class of 2018 that was placed amongst the lore in the UNCP Hall of Fame. Here on the Black and Gold Report, we were able to talk with each one of them to get a better idea of what this honor meant to them. Jerry Stansel picked up a quintet of all-district accolades during his collegiate career in Pembroke, including a junior year campaign that saw him earn the laurel in both the indoor and outdoor seasons for the Braves. He earned All-America recognition as a member of Pembroke State's 4x400 relay team as a sophomore in 1974, and helped lead the Black and Gold to 4 straight top 25 finishes at the NAIA Outdoor Track and Field Championships, as well as a 12th place finish at the 1976 NCAA Division II Outdoor Track and Field Championships. He logged a pair of school records as a senior, running a time of 10.15 seconds in the 100-meter dash, while also matching a 4-year-old record with a time of 20.90 seconds in the 200-meter dash.
What it means to me, it means a lot, and I feel good about it. All right. I guess I wasn't expecting this to happen. Actually, the truth, Dr. Crane on his bicycle, like the wicked, remember the Wizard of Oz, the lady used to ride. He used to get behind us on the bicycle and run us down. The Crane, he's the man.
When it was Pembroke State, when you thought of track and field at Pembroke State, you were thinking Jerry Stansel, Victor Elton, so you were thinking people like him. And congratulations, Jerry. It's a long time coming, should have happened a long time ago. This guy, he's kind of one of the fathers of track and field here at UNCP/Pembroke State.
A 2-sport star for the Braves, Lisa Mason played in 111 games for the women's basketball team from 1980 through 1984, but also made a name for herself on the softball diamond, where she helped lead the Black and Gold to 86 victories on the softball field as well. An All-Carolinas Conference basketball player as a senior in 1983-1984, Mason averaged 12.3 points and 5.0 rebounds over her illustrious career on the hardwood and established a school record with 158 assists as a junior. She was a 2-time all-conference performer in slow-pitch softball and earned NAIA all-district accolades as a senior after leading the Braves to a 34-8 clip.
I'm not really rendered speechless very often because I can talk a lot, but I was speechless when Todd called. Literally speechless. I was like thinking he's got the wrong person, this can't be happening. It's a huge honor, huge. It really brings tears to my eyes.
Lisa had this energy and this passion for whatever she does. And it was absolutely amazing. She, lefty, strong. She's a true gym rat. And she made everybody around her better.
And we had coaches that knew how to get the most out of us. Players that I played with, I played with some All-Americans. Donna Moody, Dee Majors, Barbara Green. So I played with some really good players. And they make you want to be the best you can be also. One of the best days of your life, you work so hard, and it's I can't even put it into words what it means. It's that awesome.
Dwayne Watson averaged 15.5 points and 6.9 rebounds per game over a storied career from 1986 through 1991, while also connecting on better than 53% of his field goal attempts. A native of Roland, he earned the nickname Soup, short for Superman, from his teammates for his play on the court that resulted in him being decorated with a pair of NAIA All-District accolades, as well as 2 All-Carolinas Conference nods. Watson averaged 18.9 points and 8.0 rebounds as a junior in 1988 to 1989, and after opting for a red shirt the following year, returned to the court in 1990-1991 to average 19.1 points per game and 8.7 boards as the Braves registered a 27-5 mark, which still stands as the best record in program history.
Like my teammate from Joe Robles, he just got in, and and it's nice, to just to be in that spot where everything is, it feels amazing. That it's really kind of hard to describe. Me and a couple of the guys just out messing around, dunking and jumping off the wrong foot, being right-handed, jumping off the wrong foot, and I happened to do that, and shout out the back boy. And that was just one of the greatest moments I had, because I've seen it done, but I actually did it, and it was, still got some in the glass today.
Well, Dwayne was a combination of fundamentally correct and probably one of the most gifted athletes I've ever been around. He broke 2 backboards while he was here, and he acquired the name Soup, short for Super or Superman. But he also was fundamentally correct, and you take those 2 things and you make a pretty special player, and that's why he's one of the top scorers in the history of this university. That's what made him such a special player, is he was not egotistical, but he was confident. He was not necessarily interested in his individual accolades, but he certainly wanted the team to be successful. And those were the things that really kind of helped us have quite a dynasty while he was playing. And Dwayne Watson made Dan Kenny a pretty darn good coach.
A 4-time qualifier for the NCAA Division II National Championships, Curry Pickard tacked up 116 victories on the mat for the Braves from 2001 through 2005, including a junior campaign that watched him collect 36 wins. Pickard captured his first of 2 All-American honors with an 8th-place finish at the 2002-2003 NCAA National Championships, and then led the Braves to a program-best 7th-place finish after coming away with runner-up honors at the 2004-2005 event. Pickard, who perched himself atop the national rankings at 133 pounds over the course of his senior campaign, also took home the NCAA East Region title twice in his career, including the 2003 tournament that also saw him take home Most Outstanding Wrestler notoriety.
Had outstanding, just phenomenal athletic ability and strength. And he was amazing when he was out on the mat. He used those tools to his advantage whenever he wrestled. He also had an incredible cradle series. That was his signature move, and he pinned numerous opponents with that move.
There were a variety of things that made Curry special. Obviously, he had God gift, his athletic ability, his speed, his strength, but just his attitude, I think, was his best attribute. Where a lot of guys would go out and look at their brackets and see who they had to wrestle. Curry could care less who he had to wrestle. He could be a 2 or 3-time national champion. He'd wrestle him the same way he'd wrestle some guy off the street. So I think that was probably his mental aspect towards wrestling was probably his biggest asset.
Well, he was quiet and unassuming, but he was a very hard worker, and he was a leader by example. He wasn't a very vocal young man, but he was a leader by example. When you saw his work ethic and his ability, and you know, if you have a winner on the mat, everybody looks up to him. You know, I'm just happy for him, but the biggest thing was for me now is just I have some phenomenal memories of him wrestling, and they're some of my fondest coaching experiences that I had here at UNC Pembroke, working with Curry and just seeing him out on the mat. I mean, he was exciting to watch.
Congratulations, I'm happy for you. I know you're overseas now, and hopefully things are going well, and congrats again, buddy.
The starting punter for the Braves when football made its return to UNC Pembroke in 2007, Justin Hinson played in 31 games for the Black and Gold and averaged 39.1 yards on a program-best 132 punt attempts for the Braves from 2007 through 2009. A two-time All-Independent selection by D2Football.com, he would go on to earn All-America nods from 3 different organizations, including first-team recognition by the Associated Press, following a senior campaign that watched him average a school record 43.05 yards per punt, as the Black and Gold posted a 9-2 record and had its first trip to the NCAA Division II playoffs.
Really humbling just to be the first to carry on the legacy of the football program that we had before, being a member of that started the program, and just some of the great players that have played at Pembroke since the short time we've been back. It's really humbling to be the first.
He worked himself into, you know, those accolades, and he really earned everything that he received, and it was great to see. And he was a great part of our program. He was just a great individual, a good student, you know.
And then I transferred to Pembroke, and I had no clue what to expect. First year program, they've had football in 50 years, so no clue what to expect. And then our first year, I think, don't quote me on this, but I think we went 3-7. And then from then on, you can kind of see like the frustrations of the first year built into what was going to be Pembroke football. And now, I mean, here we are 10 years later, and we're still a well-known D2 football team. So it's just, I feel like what we started at Pembroke is kind of leading it, especially from a kicker standpoint. I mean, we've had, in the short time we've been there, we've had some really good kickers. I mean, Taylor Baskett was good, Matt Davis was amazing, and then like I guess it's something there. I don't want to call it kicker you, but we can kind of call it that. But it's been fun. So.
Well, I think you know, I'm just really proud that he's got an opportunity to represent the football program in the Hall of Fame here at the university, and you know, it's a great accomplishment for him, and just very proud of him, and you know, just really appreciate all the things that he's been and given to the program in his time here, and now that he's gone.